Aloha friends, this is Tito for the LoliNation blog, coming to you on this edition of the Quick Tips for a Fabulous Fridays. As you can see, I'm not coming to you from my garden or outside. It's a bit rainy. I am shooting directly from the studio of the LoliNation and wanted to get this message out to you for the 6 principles towards a prodigious attitude, as I promised, quick tips, which is to be as enthusiastic about the success of others as I am about my own. And I want to share with you the success of a very good friend of mine. His name is Alex Bikazi. Alex has just completed his Master's of Business Administration, MBA, from the London Business School. That's quite a feat. Now, I've asked Alex, and I talked to him about 3 weeks ago, to what he attributed the success and wanted to celebrate that with him. And not only has he completed his MBA, but at the same time, he's also landed a position in a premier firm with a 6-digit salary. He is 25 years old. 6-digit salary. He is 25 years old. To my surprise, he responded, you know what? Interestingly enough, it has to do with something that the school had me do when I first started. Now, in order to apply to the London Business School, he had to write an essay. Thousands and thousands of applications are being made. Only 300 applicants are accepted to start the program. And that was 24 months ago. In writing the essay, he had to talk about what he thought the program meant for him, what he would do with this program, and what he would end up doing at the end of the program. He told me, I had no idea. I never did an MBA before, nor have I an idea of how to live in London, England alone. So I started writing it out, and interestingly enough, he said, as I moved along in my 24 months, I regularly pulled out my essay and reread it. And to my positive surprise, I was able to accomplish everything I had written out on pretty much to about 95%, he said. You recognize the pattern here? Plan, do, review. It's a process that we've shared with you at the LoliNation blog. Plan, do, review. It's an amazing process. It does work. Now, when Alex started this process, he said, I was just completing the process of writing the essay because it was required of me. It was asked from me. But now I realize the importance of that process in planning. And then I start doing, which is going to school, completing my classes. But at the same time, I took the time to reread my essay during key parts of my 24 months. And it landed him now in completing his Master's of Business Administration, as well as landing him a job with a 6-figure income. That's pretty amazing. Alex, thank you so very much for letting me share this with you. Alex is also a subscriber of the LoliNation blog. So I appreciate that. Now, what that reminds us is that when I went out and searched to celebrate the success with Alex on his completion and also landing his gig at this premier company, it allowed me to solidify and strengthen my thoughts about continuing with the process of plan, do, review. As you can see, being as enthusiastic about the success of others expands your own thought process, solidifies what you currently believe in, and allows you to learn more stuff should you be looking to climb another summit. Now that Alex has completed his summit of an MBA from the London Business School, he's on to the next threshold. He's got things in mind, and let me reassure you, he is writing his essay on his own time, from his own volition. No one is making him do that. I hope that you do the same. Pick up a pen and paper. Start writing down your vision. Define the summit you want to go after, because once you write it down, it goes into your mind, and then you start to do, and it happens. This is it for this Quick Tips for Fabulous Fridays. I'm looking forward to come to you on Monday. And on Monday, we're going to talk about the 7th principle towards a prodigious attitude, and that is to learn from the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. And of course, I've got a great one, a great example to give you in regards to this 7th principle. I'm so psyched about it. I can't wait to get into it, but you're going to have to come back on Monday. So thank you very much, Alex, for letting me share your story. Thank you for listening, and hopefully this will bring you some other quick tips as you continue to support me. And as I told you, I'm on my road to 50 before Hawaii. And as always, remember, it does not matter where you're at today. It doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is what you learn. What matters is what you do with what you learn. When you combine those together, you start the magic of transformation. And that's what we're all about here today. So, your past makes who you are today. But what you do today will define who you become tomorrow, and that's key. This is Tito for the LoliNation blog saying aloha and mahalo to your prodigious success.